I bumped into my ex and his wife at a wedding, and she thanked me for cheating. So I set the story straight, that he was the one who cheated. Through a strange twist of fate, I was at a wedding this weekend with my ex-boyfriend, Buzz, and his wife, Polly. For context, we dated 20 years ago. I was 21 when we broke up and he was 26. We dated for 2 years. I was very close to his family during this time, but after the very sudden breakup, left without an explanation. This was before the era of social media. Hell, I think I might have had a Nokia I occasionally used when I remembered to buy minutes. So we couldn't instantly get in touch with people, nor did we know what the heck was going on in everyone's lives. At the wedding, I see him and his entire family. I didn't realize that my friend was marrying into the family, different names, and really didn't talk to the groom much. It was a shock to everyone. I expected awkwardness at the reception, but his family was being cool to me, which was strange, but whatever. I'm not one to force myself onto someone if I'm not wanted, important for later. Eventually, Polly is trashed and pulls me aside. She wants to thank me for leaving Buzz alone after our breakup. I'm thrown by the strange comment, but drunk people say strange things. I say, yeah. No problem. She continues to say, he was heartbroken when you cheated, but I convinced him you were just a hoe and to get over you. I laughed and said, what are you talking about? He cheated on me because I chose studying for a final instead of going out and getting drunk. I left the reception without another word to anyone on his side of the family. I went over and kissed my friend goodbye, citing a migraine which I am prone to get. No drama. Now family members who got my cell number from our mutual friend or found me on Facebook are messaging me like crazy. Rewind 20 years ago, when I learned about the cheating the very next day from his best friend who hated me. I called Buzz for the truth and he said, I'm coming home now. We'll talk in a few. Don't do anything stupid. That told me all I needed to know. So I got my few items I kept at his place and left before he got there. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to force myself if I'm not wanted. Buzz didn't want me, otherwise he wouldn't have done that, so why bother with waiting for the dang excuses? For months later I refused to answer calls. When he came to my dorm, he was immediately denied admission and escorted out as I had him put on a no-visitor list. He wasn't a student. Apparently for these last 20 years, his family that loved me was told that I was a cheating hoe, and his best friend who masterminded the whole cheating setup seconded Buzz's story. Now, everyone is pissed at him for hurting me and lying to them for 20 years. They're trying to get the full story, but I just keep saying it's 20 years ago. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm good and Buzz is good. Some family has apologized for icing me out at the wedding and spreading the rumors. Polly, though, is freaking out. She's convinced that because he cheated on me, he'll cheat on her and keeps calling me for more info. Our last conversation I said that I was blocking her and have. She tried to call me from an app though a few times, but I'm just not picking up numbers I don't know at this point. Update. So, I called Polly a little bit over an hour ago and it's very anticlimactic. I talked to Polly and she wanted to know dates that he was still chasing me. I told her what I could recall, and it seems that there was a few months gap between the meeting and his last attempt. I assured her that never once since social media became a thing did Buzz try to reach out to me. She said that about 6 or 7 years ago, she found out that Buzz had tried to find me on Facebook by stalking some of my old friends he knew, which added to her paranoia. They went to marriage counseling and all that. Polly was exceptionally talkative. Apparently, Buzz was a mess. He went deep into alcohol and even screwed around with hard stuff introduced to him by none other than said best friend, who OD'd a few years after all this went down. Polly hated and was hated by his best friend, and when he tried to come between Polly and Buzz a bit into their relationship, Buzz saw his best friend was a massive jerk and went no contact. She said that she didn't mean to accost me at the wedding, but she's always been insecure about me. She was drunk and those first years of insecurity all came back to her. She said I was prettier than her, saw pics that he had stashed away or in family photo albums. While she always felt deformed because of a repaired cleft palate, she is very pretty, and I reassured her. She said that the family was in disbelief over my very sudden abandonment, and a few times shortly into their relationship his family would slip and call her my name, or she'd hear them reminiscing about a family vacation I was on with them, or how good a few dishes I made were. She also said that Buzz did confirm that he cheated, followed by a bunch of excuses. I said that I really didn't care to hear what he told her. I did say that I wish him no ill will and I'm truly glad that he settled down and found happiness, but I'm done with this. I don't want to reconnect with any family members. I don't want her calling to commiserate with his wrongdoings. I just want to return to our very separate lives. She did ask how I found the strength to just leave like that. I told her that I had an amazing role model, mother, strong support system of family and friends, we had no shared resources to divide, and I have a low tolerance for bull crap. Polly was quiet and said thank you. We then hung up. Of course now I'm wondering if she's thinking Buzz is cheating on her and that's why she asked me about strength. I blocked her again, so I'll never know. I do wish her all the best, but I'm going to return to my apathetic life. Thank you for your support as well as some of your crazy comments, at least they gave me a giggle. I hope that every person knows their worth and has strength to do what they know has to be done.